Hi all, I hope you are doing great. In today's video, we'll talk about like TCS hiring update. So in the last video, in the last live from the team, you have seen all the updates like what will be the pattern and how TCS is going to hire and how many people will be, how many opportunity will be there, what will be the rules, and a lot of stuff. For that video reference, you can search for like TCS hiring update, prep and you'll see that video. Yesterday it was live. Cool. Yeah. So in today's video, we'll discuss about coding question with pattern. Like in recent years, how TCS is coming with the different type of questions and how you can crack the coding interview of them. Right, the coding question and coding interviews. So now here I'll tell you like the whole, the exam of TCS NQT is dependent on these two sections. Section number A, I'll do one thing. I'll highlight the few points for you. So now look at this. This is a section number A where you will have 20 questions from numerical ability. Yeah, yellow. I don't think so. It's good. No, I guess it's fine. So now 20 questions from numerical ability. That will be 25 minutes. Again, reasoning ability will be 20 questions more. Similar for the verbal ability, you will get the 25 questions and time for 25 minutes. Total timing for section A 75 minutes. Total question 65 in the pattern. I'll also tell you the resources like from where you can see the subtopics of all these topics, where you can have a dedicated, the preparation of this. I'll tell you, but wait, I'll give you something. Don't worry. So now in the section number B, you will have advanced quants and logical, and again advanced coding. So this part mainly will cover like how you can prepare for this, and again what kind of question they ask. Cool. Yeah. So now I'll move on the new slide. Anyhow, in TCS, there are three coding questions. First is very basic, and the basic topics can be, for example, let's say count the number of primes from 1 to 100, or reverse a particular integer. Means very simple questions. They can be from basics of numbers like integer value and other things, loopings and other these fundamental topic of computer programming. So this question can be formed from there itself. Again, if you want that, from where you can see the previous year question papers, where you can see their solutions as well, where you can find like all particular content which can help you to land your job. So I'll show you something. I'll show you something which may can help you. Here I'll search for like TCS questions prep insta. Cool. If you search this, you'll get this. You will have these links. Okay. So I'll click on this one first. I'll show you like here you'll see the some few previous year questions with answers as well. So if I will scroll this, you will see like detailed topics, what all you need to study. Okay, and everything. You will see the curriculum and all. And now here, I guess coding question, not question actually. It's coming from the aptitude. But I'll search for the coding question. And also, but anyhow, you need to prepare for the coding and aptitude as well. So I'll search TCS coding questions, star. Now here, repeated questions like what were they? So I'll just click on this. Maybe we will have some kind of questions here as well. So now here you will have all the detailings. First thing. Second, again you will have some questions here. The previous question which has been asked. So we'll cover one of them, one or two of them here as well. Okay. So now you know that if you want previous any for preparing any kind of exam, you must understand what level of questions are coming in that particular exam, what you need to study and what you need not to study, right? So that you can figure out from this page itself. So go and visit thepreparation.com and you will find every detail of the TCS. Cool, yeah, cool. I guess now I'll continue with the question itself. Okay, I'll continue with the question itself. I hope this resource will help you. Cool, yeah, cool. So now you can refer preparation.com for previous papers and understanding the pattern of the questions. And also there is a one section for top 100 codes. You can refer that as well. Cool, yeah. Again on prime.com you will have a complete dedicated course for TCS NQT, like all the topics of aptitude, of verbal, of reasoning, of coding, everything, the resume part, everything is there already. So you can go and you can visit it. I'll show you once that as well. I'll show you once, then I'll move. Okay, I'll show you that as well. I'm here. I'll search for Prep Insta Prime. I'll search for Prep Insta Prime. Prep Insta Prime. TCS NQT. Cool. So I'll show you. Okay. Okay, I have to go to the Prime here. Maybe I'm on the Prime already. Let's see. Yes, I'm already there. You can log in and can follow the process. Cool, yeah, cool. So now here I'll search for TCS course. I'll show you this is TCS course. Why I'm telling you this because anyhow I want that you should not miss any opportunity. Okay, I'll continue with Google. It's asking for the account. Cool, yeah. I'll go with mine. Cool. Now, now I'll skip this. Now look at this. This is a TCS, NQT whole complete course. You can see a lot of sections of coding, a lot of sections of reasoning, numerical ability, quantitative ability, and a lot of things. Look at this. So you will have everything here at the one place. Go and visit. This may can help you a lot. Right? Maybe you will be thanking us later, but which is fine. Okay, cool. Now I'll continue back. I'll go to the slide and we'll understand one very really good problem. Okay, so this is for the basic, basic coding questions like what are the patterns, what are the topic which you need to prepare. Another thing, like first thing was that. Second thing is that like what they will ask in the advanced coding, because there are three questions of coding. First is basic, second and third are medium and hard level, some kind of. So there are few topics which you need to consider in your brain while preparing. These topics are the important topics. Like look at this, some important topics. Advanced arrays and matrix can help you a lot. Again, linked list can help you a lot. So these are few important topics which you need to prepare anyhow, and these are the total topics which you need to understand if you are going for the TCS exam. Cooler. And for all of these topics, again, you can refer the same resources. First resource is preparestar.com. You can see the previous papers for free. And again, preparestarprime.com. You can have a dedicated sequence of series which can help you to land in TCS itself. So now here there is a one question, very simple. And again, what is the thing in this question is that the TCS ask a detailed question where people need to understand the problem, then they will figure out the solution. Cool. So now let's read the problem. What is it? An automobile company manufactures both a two-wheeler and a four-wheeler. Cool. So which means there's an automobile company which manufacture two things, two-wheeler and four-wheelers. Cool. Yeah. Now, company manager wants to make the production of both types of vehicles according to the given data below. So that some data has been given, and company manager want to calculate the production of both types. Cool, yeah. So now the first data is total number of vehicle, like how many vehicle they need to produce. Again, second is the number of wheels they have. They have two data. For example, here they have B as a total number of vehicles. Again, 540 as number of wheels. What we need to find is the task is to find how many two wheelers and four wheelers, which means we need to figure out what will be the number of two wheelers and what will be the number of four wheelers. So I hope the problem statement is clear that you will have two data. First thing, the total number of vehicles. Second thing, the number of wheels. You need to calculate that number of two wheeler and four wheeler. Just understand this problem. I will not solve it directly. I will tell you how you can solve actually. So let's tell me what has given total vehicles, which means the sum of two wheeler and four wheeler. So I'll write two wheeler TW plus four wheeler I write FW. Cool. Which is V. Yes or no? Which is B. So anyhow, if I want to find out two wheelers, I can write B minus FW, right? Four wheelers. I'll subtract the total number of four wheelers from the vehicles, right? Again, the second thing is that if I want to calculate the wheels, so how I can calculate? For two wheelers, it will consume two wheels. Tell me yes or no. For four wheelers, it will consume the four wheels, right? And that it will be equal to the total wheel that we have. If I ask you to put the values from equation number 1 to equation number 2, you will have to multiply by B minus FW plus 4FW is equals to W. Yes or no? Now if we multiply this, we will have 2B minus 2FW plus 4FW is equals to W. Right? Tell me what will happen. 2FW and 4FW becomes plus 2FW, right? So 2B plus 2 four wheelers is equals to W. if I want to calculate four-wheeler, the number of four-wheeler, how can calculate this? So I can transfer this 2v2 at the right side. So we will have 2fw is equals to w minus 2v, and again fw means number of four-wheelers will be w minus 2v upon. So this is the formula to calculate the number of the total number of four-wheelers. So now we have derived this formula. What we'll do is that now we'll write the code for it. We do understand this, right? We do understand this. And again, tell me what will be the scenarios when you need to return the invalid input. What will be the scenarios? The scenario can be the first scenario can, the first scenario can be when the number of vehicles are greater than or equal to the number of wheels. This is not possible. Why? Because any of you have, let's say, 10 wheels, you cannot produce 10 vehicles, right? And with 10 wheels, you cannot produce the 15 vehicles. So this will be invalid scenario first thing. Again, the number of wheels cannot be an odd value. Cannot be an odd value, right? Why? Because they are producing two-wheeler and four-wheeler. There is nothing like three-wheeler, right? So you cannot have an odd value of vehicles. Yes or no? Cool. So I hope it makes sense. Again, the number of four-wheeler cannot be negative and number of two-wheeler cannot be negative. So these are the scenarios where the invalid case can occur. Cool. So now I'll go to the preprint itself to to show you how you can code for it. I'll open that same question. I guess it's somewhere I've seen. Maybe I guess the first question it was. Look at this. And also the another explanation is also on the preprint.com is available. Like explanation they have given constant will be the at least vehicles, the number of wheels will be greater than or equal to 2, and again the wheels will be anyhow they will be even, and again they will be less. So these are the constraint already has given. So cool, yeah. Now again the input format. First input will accept the number of vehicles. Second input will accept the number of wheels. So the solution already has given, but I'll do this code again on the editor itself. On the editor itself. Okay. Cool. Now I'll go here. So again, what I want a Java program. Yeah. Can they give me a suggestion of something? No. Okay, fine. No worries. We'll write. So now anyhow, what I want is that I want a class. Let's say I will have a class man. I will have a class man. Now, here in main class what we pass. Not man method, actually a man class. In this man class, I will have a man method. Okay. So public, that I don't think so. It's visible to everybody. I'll zoom it a little bit. Right. Maybe that will be good. Cool, yeah, cool, I guess. Now it sounds good. Right. So public static void man. I'll first check like it's working fine or not. String args. You can do in any language. I'll prefer Java. So now I'll just check like it's working fine or not. First, then I'll run the code. Or println. Okay, and here I'll write hello. Cool. I'll see it's working or not. Run code. Okay. Expected. What expected? Class man expected curly braces that we already have. Do one thing. Let's do one thing. We'll go back. Okay. And what I will do is I'll run this again. Cool. I'll run this again. So now let's run this. We'll choose the language from there. Maybe that time. I guess we don't have here the proper. Okay, now actually they have this kind of system setup. So we can utilize this. Like we can utilize this. So now our thing was we have to take two input scanner. So I will take a scanner class. You know why we use scanner to take the input from the user. So scanner SC, I'll create the object of scanner class. And from taking input from the user, I will have system.in, which means we are taking from the standard library, standard input library. Now I have to import this library, this class as well. So I'll write here import, java.util.scanner. Cool. So now we have imported a scanner class. Now I'll take two inputs, right? You remember? So int b means the total vehicles. So how we take it? Sc dot next int, right? So next int the way to take the input. If you're working with the other languages, you can also have some kind of another input methods there. And the number of vehicles we have, now the number of wheels. Cool. So I'll write sc dot next into to take the integer as a value. Now again I can have condition. The condition, first condition is like um, anyhow what will be there. We don't have a constraint is already there. We don't have to mention, but still I'm mentioning maybe that we're avoiding every possible scenario where the problem can occur. So if what happens is that number of vehicles are greater than what? The number of wheels or equals to. So in that case, we can say it's an invalid input, first thing. Otherwise this can also be possible that the number of wheels are odd. Number of wheels are odd. So if the number of wheels are odd, this is not possible. Number of wheels cannot be odd. Cool. Now here, if this is a scenario, then what we can do, we can write a system.out.println, and here I'll write invalid input. Invalid input. Cool. Now once we have done this, if this is not invalid, which means this is valid. So we will calculate the total number of four vehicles, four wheel vehicles, right? So now for that we have derived a formula, you remember? So we have written, let's say create a variable, so FW four wheelers. So four wheelers we had created a formula from the slide. What was the formula? The formula was W minus 2V upon 2, right? So I'll write here W minus 2 multiplied by B upon 2. So that's how you'll calculate the total number of four wheelers. And now tell me what will be the number of two wheelers. You have total number of vehicles. You can subtract the four wheelers. You will have the two wheelers. Yes or no? So TW will be B minus FW. Four wheelers. Yes or no? So again we can check here again, because anyway there's a possibility that number of four wheeler two wheelers becomes negative, and that shouldn't be a case. Okay, anyhow you cannot have a production in negative, right? So now I'll write condition here, like if FW is less than 0, or let's say two wheeler is less than 0, which means they have negative value. In this case we can say again it's an invalid value. Again it's an invalid. Yes or no? Tell me. Again it's an invalid. Yeah, why I wasn't able to copy? It's okay. They won't allow me to cheat. Cool, yeah. No worries. I'll use my fingers to write the code. Now here I'll write invalid input. Cool. So now again, if this is not the case, then what is the scenario? We have the valid data, and valid data it's what? Valid data can be, we can write here system.out.println. Let's see what kind of output they want. I'll go back here. And again I'll show you the first line input accept the value. Okay, output. Written programs should generate the two outputs, each separated by a single space. Characters. See the example. Okay. So how we want the output? We want the output like this. Okay. We want the output like this. Okay, cool. We will have TW and FW. Cool. We will have TW, TW, and then we had equal sign with some space. So I'll give some space here. I can give equal here, and we'll write TW. Right? Cool. So now again, what we will have? We will have, I guess, little space here. We have little space here. Yes, correct. Then FW. So I will have little space here, and I will write four wheelers, and then I will write, I guess this is equal, and then I will write what? I will write plus four wheelers. Plus four wheelers. Cool. I hope it sounds good to everybody, right? I hope this sounds good. So now that's how we have solved this problem. I'll do one thing. I'll run this. I'll run the code and we'll see if something is pending. So now we have to pass the input. What's thing like? Exception in three dimensions. No such element exception. What is the exception now? We have took the scanner class, java.util.scanner. Okay, at the end we'll close the scanner as well. Sc.close. Cool. So now I'll run this. Okay, so what DB will pass the input value from here first. Let's see, maybe it works. So now the total number of vehicles was 200. Then again we want 540 as a number of wheels. Okay, it's not working, I guess. Mhm. Invalid input. I'll run the code again. We haven't given the input first. Let's see why it's giving invalid input. Again, if we have written the condition first, like if this particular value, we have B, we have W, if this particular value is greater than, or okay, odd, not even, yeah, odd. The vehicles will be even anyhow, right? Now, cool. I hope it works fine. Cool, cool, cool. It's working fine, right? So that's how you can attempt this problem. I hope this is clear to everybody how they have done this, right? Now let's move on to another question, and there I want to tell you something cool. Okay, so now here we have a question. A parking lot in a mall has row and column. Okay, there is a parking lot in a mall which has some row and column. Okay, spaces. Each parking space will either be empty, means it can be either empty or full by one. Okay, the status of parking space is represented as the element of the matrix. The task is to find the index of the, potential rows are in the parking lot that has the most of the parking spaces full. So what we need to figure out this parking lot, we have to figure it out the row which have the maximum parking. So look at this example. We have, in terms of matrix, 0 1 0, another row is 1 1 0, another row is 1 1 1. We have to tell the maximum. So get the, I'm telling you a hint, get the sum of the row, the maximum sum will be the maximum number of parking. Maybe makes sense to you. Rest is up to you. Go and check out this code at the prepensta.com and you will find the solution as well there. Cool, cool. And I hope you enjoyed this, things. So now again for any TCS update, like when TCS will giving the alert of updates, you will get everything on these social media platforms. Previnstar.com on Instagram, on Discord, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Telegram itself. You will get the links in description as well. And again, I want, like, if you have really some creative comments, so top 3 comments and get the Previnstar Prime for free. Okay, so you can utilize this. Maybe can help you in personalized learning for preparing TCS. Okay, again, the important thing is that if you have a particular concern about TCS, you want the guidance, you can join this WhatsApp group. The link in description, you can check it out and you can join it. Cool. And again, for advanced coding, I'm also running a lead code series. You can go and visit there, the lead code series on prevensta.com or on the Prevensta off campus. Okay, so you'll see the lead code series. So that may help you for the advanced coding. First thing, second thing is that for complete TCS hiring update, yesterday there was a live by Babab sir. You can go, like, TCS hiring update by Prepensta. You'll see that video as well. Cool here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the thing, right? And do let me know if you have particular queries.